Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I just have another fig bath for you guys, and as always, apologies for the audio quality, apologies for the rusty plug hole, and also as always, these figures are well overdue finally getting their clean. Today we are looking at a bundle of Doctor Who figures which I only just showcased on the channel a few weeks ago, having acquired them in 2019, and they came to me in quite a state. So they've been waiting even longer than that to actually be cleaned from, whoever their previous owner was. So those poor guys. But we're going to start off with a few cast-off WWE figures that I've picked up along the way that need a bit of a cleaning as well. Because I think a couple of these could do with a proper soak. First of all, for example, this Arn Anderson. That boot looks like it's going to be a nightmare. And if it wasn't for the Can I Save This Undertaker series, I wouldn't believe that we can get him at all. So we've got him. We've got a Big Show that we picked up a few weeks ago on its own. Very cheap listing, but if we get this turned around, we can get a fair bit of money for that. We also have this Chris Jericho, which I was tempted at one stage to keep, but I mean, either way, it still needs a bit of a cleaning, really. And finally, we have this Tugboat, who was been in a fig bath before, I think, but I think this exact one's been in a fig bath before, but I just didn't do a good enough job. But as you can see, some of these need soaking 100%. So let's get into it with a bit of a brush job, and then we'll get them soaking. We're going to start with the Tugboat, because I think he could probably do with it the most. You see he's got a loose shoulder there, so it's not going to, it's really not going to, be in the greatest of condition, even, with whatever we can do for it here. But yeah, straight off the bat with this black stuff not coming up all that easily. It is in all of his joints as well. It is right in there, right in that ab joint. Yeah, you know what, right? Nothing's gonna come off this, so it's not visually enticing. So yeah, we're gonna, I'll see if maybe there's something we can get off him. No. I don't think he really has an awful lot that's actually going to come off, right now with the brush. So screw it, just get drowning. Let's take a look at the Arn Anderson. More or less the same, whatever this is. Got to be some kind of pen, right? As I say, if it wasn't for the Can I Save This Undertaker series, I wouldn't believe we can get this off at all. But we'll give it a go. And again, there's nothing on the surface coming off. So he's, again, going to need a long soak, really. It's always worth a try to see if you can just get it moving. And it's not going to hurt to kind of agitate the area either. We've got some marks on the legs as well, which you're going to need to be taken up with an eraser. We've got some discoloration on the crotch as well, to be honest with you. There's not an awful lot we can do about that. It probably came from the factory that way. Got a little red mark on the back. We can hope that we can get that off with an eraser. Oh, actually, that's just coming off. Look at that. Ooh. I wasn't expecting to get that red pen off so easily. Got a little bit left there, but, after a soak, that'll probably be gone, and if not, we'll get it with the eraser. Again, got a loose wrist there. A lot of these figures, you very rarely get a dirty figure that has been well looked after, So the joints are going to be a bit rubbish anyway. It's all about trying to salvage a bit of money between the lot of these. So get your boots in there, Arn. You should know better than to turn up with mucky boots. What would the locker room think? What would the other legends think? So we'll go to this Chris Jericho now. I want to take a look at these legs. I don't know what that silver stuff is on his thigh, but I want to try and get that moving. Obviously, it's paint pen on his knee pads or something like that. It's probably not going to come off. He's got a little bit of dust and such on the torso. Jacket's a bit dusty too. The boots. I remember the boots being a bit mucky, but the boots look okay, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Best in the world. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, it's definitely paint pen up his back as well. I guess it's probably just that. I guess that's probably paint pen too, but it doesn't really look like it. Although it is actually coming up, that paint pen. Okay. Well, again, like the others, have a soak and see how you feel. We've got a Big Show. Now this one probably will get some surface filth off. That's one of my dog's hairs in his elbow joint. So let's start with his tits. Some of that is marked, some of that will need to just be erased, but it probably will come off. But either way, we get that dust from upon him. Working our way down the torso now and onto that leg. And now the other leg. Can we get that off the other thigh maybe? No, maybe not. Maybe after a soak. Yeah, these are all soak jobs. I mean, I stopped letting them soak so that it was a bit more like visually appealing. You know, we get the brush first and, you know, you get to see the improvement. But yeah, these are all soakers, aren't they? Like, there's nothing coming up here. The Doctor Who's will be different though. That's mostly like dust and surface dirt and stuff. Not a lot of staining and whatnot. Alright, in you go. Let's get on to the Doctor Who's. The main event. Okay, so first of all, what have we got? We got a novice hymn. Let's see. Yeah, it's just that kind of weird, hairy, dusty kind of business. I'm going to start off with this crease down here. That's pretty satisfying. Let's do the centerpiece. Just follow up the top. Nice. And there's almost like, it's almost like cobwebbing in places here. Maybe it is cobwebbing. Who knows? Who knows? Only the original owner of the figures, the previous owner. That was a decent enough little clean. Get those bits of glitter off. Nice. And then the face, just a quick whip round. There is a little bit in the sort of nooks and crannies of that hat. Don't think we need to overdo it on the face. Let's get that in there. And for the sake of nooks and crannies, we'll get her into soak as well. Very, very, not very bubbly one today. Really mixed results on whether it bubbles up all that much. So we got Cyberman. Can't really see this one all that well, but it's more or less the same. Of course, he's got a lot of paint wear and stuff anyway. So yeah, you can't really see an awful lot of this one anyway. Fuck it, just go for a soak. Right, this fella. This guy's filthy. I remember this guy being minging. So let's get right down this. We're going to start with the same sort of area as Novice Hymn. You can see that just clean and straight up. And right down that crease as well. Beautiful. And then working our way around to this side. Let's get this dusty side done. Very nice stuff. And we'll just go over his shoulder, down the arm. There is a little something there on the elbow. I'll focus on that in a minute. Just continue on the surface for now. Do his neck. Go over the other side. And down we go. And now we're going to get that in a crease. Nice. Very nice. Going around the side again. Over the shoulder. Down his back. Central crease. Brush really glides. The brush really glides down these jackets like this rubber material. Again, just a quick once over on the face and the smiler face. And then where this is really filthy is inside. Look at that. Ho ho ho. I've got a treat for you there. Right, let's go. Can you hold that? Yeah, okay. Let's get at that, right? You ready, guys? You ready? Oh, look at that. That's loads better. And then inside the jacket. And this is exactly why we put them in for a soak after we've done the brush, because I can't get all the way up that jacket, you know? And God knows what is kind of hidden away under this, for example. Actually, there's not much in there. But like under the bits you can't get to, God knows what is in there. Let's do that center bit. Oh no. Is that actually a spider? Yeah, I think that's actually a spider. Okay, let's not put that in the sink. Let's brush him off to the side. Okay, let's get down this middle bit. And the other leg. And that jacket. Very nice. These must have been left in like someone's garage or something to be covered in spiders and so on and so forth. Disgusting. Right, in you go. Unfortunately, I think he was the filthiest one, if I remember correctly. We never know, we might be surprised by something. We've got Rassilon, the Time Lord Presidente. Let's just do that centerpiece first. Nice. Go down this long crease. Oh, beautiful. Get in there. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice. Okay. Oops. It's all right, gentlemen. He's okay. Right. And then again, under the coat is where the horror happens. Not as good as the last one, but still pretty good. It's a bit of a pain to get in there because it's just the size of the figures, you know. It's so rigid as well. Just have a soak. Have a soak, champ. I feel like these Doctor Who figures are making everything around them filthier. Right, we got a Weeping Angel. Let's get that skirt. Let's get at it. Can't see much on there. We've got another spider. I hope no one is petrified of really, really small spiders. Like this, for example, I can hardly even get there. This feels illegal doing this, but I can hardly even get up there. Like this is just a pool of water collecting up the skirt. Yeah, just to get into soak, love. We've got a Matt Smith. Let's start with them legs. It's a bit of a dusty face on this one, actually. Bit more face cleaning needed than the previous ones. And yeah, I'm pretty sure after, you know, intending to probably keep some of these, pretty sure after going back to them and everything, having a look at what's in there, and just having a good think about whether or not I'm ever going to do my mixed universe animation thing, I think we're almost certainly just going to sell all these. Ooh, wow, okay. She's getting left till last. Look at this. Ho, 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 ho. Right, okay. We'll save her. Let's go for this Scarecrow. Ooh, he's really good as well. But I said we're going for it, so let's do it. Look at that. Look at that dusty top. Let's go. Well, we'll do with boots down first. Otherwise, they'll get cleaned by proxy by the dripping on the top. Right, let's go. Let's do it. Oh yes, pet. Under the armpit, over the arm. Lots of nooks and crannies on a lot of these figures. Cool. Can't really get up there, to be honest. Let's chuck them in. Clockwork Robot. Nice black jacket, so we can at least see the filth. It's got legs down first. Let's do the jacket. Let's do this ruffle. That seemed to come up really well. Doing this jacket side. Oh, his face. I just swiped it all away without looking, didn't I? Nice. It's nice that it cleans up that easily, though. Trying to rip these jackets open, it's just not the one. You should never look up the Renaissance jacket of a French gentleman. Right, okay. The Doctor spacesuit. I mean, with actual spiders on them, that surely means these are the filthiest figures I've ever cleaned on the series, and that is that's a tough category to win. But surely, like dead spiders, that has to be the worst, right? We've had very dusty, we've had covered in ink, we've had everything you can imagine, but dead spiders, that's got to be the winner, surely. Let's have a look at this Sontaran General Star. Filthy. Actually, I don't think it is General Star. I think it's just a Sontaran. Start down. His legs. It's very loose legs. I'm going to try and hold him. You can see he's got a boot missing. That is in the box. It's just very loose. Let's work down the torso. Can't really see a whole bunch, to be honest. Thought this one was going to look better than it has, but yeah, get rid of that. I'd just like to remind you guys at this point that you should always sell that you should always wash pre-owned action figures when you buy them online. I mean, I also believe you should wash them before you sell them, but you know, not as many people are going to be doing that. We have got a Jadoon. Again, lovely in black. Let's start on his helmet. Oh god. Right, this ood doesn't need doing. These were sold to me in really good condition. Well, sold to the person that then gave them to me anyway. We've got a Weeping Angel. Well, these little hairs, these are my dog's hairs. And they aren't even the dog that sheds everywhere. But if you have dogs, you'll know, well, if you have shedding dogs, you'll know that those hairs literally get everywhere. Whether it's your dog that sheds more or the other one, the hairs still get everywhere. We've got another 10. Dusty jacket. And inside, whoa, he's a softer jacket. That's another dead spider. Man, these spiders have been waiting so long just to be put to burial. Dead on these action figures. God knows how long they've been. These spider corpses have been laid here. Maybe there was more, but they've just disintegrated over time. Who knows? Right. Dusty face. There's a bit of paint wear on his face as well, actually. Got to be careful not to make the paint wear worse, but you know, if the face is manky, it needs a seeing to. You need a seeing to, Doctor. There we go. 3 left. We got Donna Noble. Let's just go down the middle. Actually, no, we'll start on this side and then go down the middle. Legs. She got legs. Knows how to use them. We've got 2 left. First of all, we've got this one, this Auton, which I actually got from a charity shop. It was separate to this bundle, but it was still filthy, so still loser going over. That's mostly paint wear on its head. Kind of works on an Auton though, really. You know, it's not as if the mannequins get replaced when they get a little bit paint worn. You can see some proper beat up ones. So just a bit more realism, really. Realism. I bet the 9th Doctor thought these were dressed so fine. It was just a shame they were trying to kill him. And then finally, we've got whichever witch this is. Which is which? Look at that. Beautiful. Now, I've already accidentally started on this side, so we'll go down there. Oh, these are the things I dream of. Or would if I dreamt about cleaning filthy figures. Let's go down the middle. Oh man, that's going to be so good. Right. It's like picking out the perfect bite of sandwich. She's even managed to acquire a fair few dog hairs. Oh, what's that? Right, the sleeve. So many nooks and crannies on this one for stuff to get stuck in, to be fair to her. Well, no, not to be fair to her. She shouldn't have dressed that way. Okay, it's actually not that good inside. Too busy collecting all the dirt outside. Whoa, there's more levels to this though. Look at that. Let's give that a swipe. That was terrible. Is that another dead spider? No, I think it's just a clump. Feel sorry exposing these other figures to all this spider necromatter now. She's definitely going to need a soak in there as well, though. Like, Jesus. There's too much going on in here. Dearie me. Right, let's see about revisiting some of these WWE boys. Go. Oh, this is a long one, isn't it? Right. Tugboat, what are you doing? Nah, it's going nowhere, that. It's going nowhere fast. Jericho, how are we doing? like that blob of paint has come off his thigh, but not the rest. I mean, the WWE figures very well. They might all be lost causes. Who knows? I mean, the Big Show will be fine. This just needs some a nice caring erasing over. It's still gonna be in crap condition because all the tattoos are worn, but you know he's worth a fair bit of money, so it's all right. And the Arn Anderson, has a soak done you any good? No, not really. I will try giving him a bit of Sonic Scrubber action. I think the rest are just going to be write-offs. We can't have a Doctor Who episode without the Sonic Scrubber, right? Not doing much though. Nah. I mean, with stuff like this, it depends how patient you want to be, but I don't really want to be that patient with stuff like this. You know, ruined is ruined, man. Okay, so I think that's more or less everything for this one. I don't think there's going to be any later clips or callbacks or anything like that. But if you did enjoy this, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Fig Bath playlist in the end screen for more. And I really do appreciate you guys joining me. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye.